find thumb screws on the case.
I know. So, but I can't find another screwdriver.
Here's the screwdriver.
But then which screw do I need to use?
Typically, it'll only be a Phillips head.
A flathead?
Phillips head.
Oh, I couldn't find it. There were only 2 screwdrivers I found earlier.
I couldn't really tell these were screwdrivers because they just looked like they were like parts of one, but not the whole thing.
They're heads.
Don't have to tell you, Gabby. I don't see any.
Change them out.
Kevin?
Yes.
Having a hard time removing the CPU.
Excuse me.
I am too. I mean, don't want that many screwdrivers and I can't even use them.
No. This is a head, and this is the entirely wrong one. So, let me go see. These are just heads. They attach into something
They're good.
like this. See?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean,
Just keep it. Bye-bye.
well then, how am I supposed to get it off? If I can't.
You use this. Okay, these heads go into there, okay? So give me 1 second. What do you need?
How to remove the CPU.
Okay, also, again, when you take off this fan, there's thermal paste under it. It's messy, and it'll stain. So be a bit wary of that.
Okay.
So, as I said earlier, take a look at this. There is a latch here,
Right.
like a mouse trap.
Yeah.
You just pull that out of the way, and then it lifts up.
Oh, okay.
And then, wait, don't touch
Hey,
it.
Joseph,
Be very careful.
with that.
So, you lift it up, it goes over.
He knows he's
Okay?
doing.
Okay.
So, then we're going to very carefully lift it up from its side. Okay? And we don't touch any of the bottom. Okay?
Okay.
So, that's drying off, but because it's ancient.
Mm.
So, here's the CPU. We always touch the sides, we don't touch the top, we don't touch the bottom. Okay? We're just gonna safely and gently set it down. Alright? And then, these are active pins, they stick out. Be sure not to drop, or if you're unscrewing something, jab any of those pins, because you won't be able to use the whole computer anymore.
Okay.
So be very careful with that.
Okay.
The tiniest mess up
When
can
you put it
sabotage
back,
everything.
The CPU, you that thing. You need to figure out which way it
If there
goes.
aren't any other screwdrivers like that one that I can use, then I'll have to borrow that one.
See if you can find something.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. So in order to remove like this graphics card, for example, we would probably need to get rid of this side panel here.
Dust.
Mm.
There's a particular way it gets off, but I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Let's see. Okay, there's a tab here. Okay, good. So that tab opens.
Excuse me
And
again,
there's
sorry.
supposed to be a screw here, but there's not. Because
Where the heck am I supposed to get the screwdriver? I don't see it
So
anywhere.
there's also a pull tab right here. Again, you take this and we pull it once. It should let you open it. And at that point, we gently lift it up. Let's see. If it doesn't, let go. And I take a look at this, push it again. What does it do?
Kevin, I'm sorry, I cannot find a screwdriver that's like that one. There's this one, but that doesn't have the same.
Are these just all the same size?
Put it back where you found it. We'll get to it later. So now you can just use this one. There you go. Okay. So let's see. That should give. And you don't want to rip it off or force it. Okay. Let me see.
Found another one, Eric. Don't worry. Eric, here.
There it goes.
Okay.
Do you need help with something?
Okay. So this
No,
is
no.
hard.
It's just, you know, you need screwdrivers.
Set it
Well,
down.
Kevin gave me this one.
Oh, well, it's the exact same one, but okay.
And then you can continue
Okay, well, never mind.
Okay. Yep.
Excuse me? Now, can you help me unscrew the heater?
Wait for him, Gabby.
I know what
Okay.
I'm doing, alright?
So for the hard drive bays, it should be really easy. They have designated pull tabs like that one. Remember to disconnect all the wires first. Okay, and then you should be able to handle it. Again, it's all plastic, so it could break. Be a little bit careful. This one.
For these things, which screw do we need?
Huh?
Which screw do we need for these
Phillips
things?
head. For what?
Remind me again.
For these things, which screw head do we need?
It should be this one. If it doesn't work, try something that's similar size, but nothing from this bottom row.
Alright.
Okay.
One last
So
question.
again, it's gonna differ, but this one, it has this little tab here that holds it in place. Normally there's gonna be a screw here, but in this case it uses this holder.
Alright, so you're saying you just slide this out?
After, there is a tab release here.
Okay. I just don't want to break anything because everything here is plastic.
Well, I pulled it in.
I don't want to cause any more harm.
It has screws in place that are holding it
Oh.
on the side.
Oh, okay.
So one last question for now.
Yeah.
When you said that there was a part of this where you had to unscrew it a certain way, is it this one or is it some other?
Okay, so different hard drives are going to be typically in some sort of bay or mounted. In this case, it's directly to the case. So there, if you take a look at like a regular hard drive, there's
Yeah.
going to be spaces and holes for screws to go in.
Yeah.
In this case, it's screwed directly here.
Okay.
So if you unscrew those, then it'll fall out, but don't let it fall, okay?
Oh, so I should like put my hand under here or something?
Yeah, catch it.
Okay.
Make sure it doesn't fall. What do you need?
The screwdriver.
She can use mine for now, I guess.
Okay.
Who's using
Alright, so what do I unscrew next?
Something tells me.
Gabby, look at Kevin. Look back.
Gabby,
it? Oh,
do
yes,
you remember what I said about the order?
No, I was trying to screw it with the plus one right here.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, this is under pressure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
And it's
tension.
crooked too.
That's because it wasn't unscrewed properly. So, again, we just take one corner, we unscrew it, take another corner, the opposite, unscrew it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 turns. Same thing, opposite corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do that evenly until it safely removes.
Well,
Okay?
It's not removed.
No, it still needs to be unscrewed. You should know when the screws will pop out. You should feel it or hear it.
What do you got in your hand, Joe? What is that?
He's saying, be careful.
Oh,
What? He knows.
I wanted him to say it.
It's messy. Please get it on the table.
See that? Like,
See, paste. It's normal paste. Put your hand on it. There you go. Put your hand on it. Told you. Well, it's actually all dried out, so it's not going to be that messy.
Cakey.
Hi, I talked to about
Okay,
the
so
OSD
there's a few
issues
more
and
parts that
of
you can
conclusion
remove.
of I
You don't
was,
really need
you
a
know,
screwdriver for this
overworked
part.
my schedule.
You can
That
take
you
out the
see
CPU,
me
you can
want me
take
to
out
get
these
at a certain
ROM sticks.
time shut off.
I'm okay with whatever. I mean,
Oh,
whatever it does.
I'm
I'm
not-
saying
I'm not-
if the school says till 3:20, if you're leaving every day a half hour early,
It's
you're
bad.
missing that. It's not that as bad. It's just that you got to be able to make the hours up.
Yeah, and
You
you
don't
know
want to be
when
the guy
my,
who's at graduation with a blank piece of paper because you didn't finish the
yeah,
paper.
she told me that as well. So I just wanted to figure out. I'm talking to Shirley while I'm taking a part of this computer, and I might tell her saying that hey, can I have extra hours,
put it back in
extra
like
one more
these
extra
two.
hour for this because
Hey, Sam.
there was
Yeah.
something. There was something. There's something.
I was gonna ask, how
that
did you take this one out?
working with my-
Okay.
Yeah.
This one, my one started.
But-
This
Right.
red one. It was on this side, right?
Yeah.
So how did you take it now exactly? Because I want to make sure not to accidentally break anything.
I know I
Because I
did.
know there's a thing where you can take it out, but I don't know how much pressure I should put into it, or like how to do it without breaking or snapping anything?
What do you mean? Let me see.
Okay.
So these ones can be a little bit snug, but this is the release. You can pull it around until you hear that click. So that's the release for it.
So I
And-
can.
Yeah, then you can just gently pull it.
Well, I didn't have.
Huh?
Well, I didn't have.
Take a look, see what you can rip out.
Rip may not be the right exact word for it.
I just want to make sure. I
Safely
can-
remove.
Thank you.
Let's see.
And remember, if you take it literally, Kevin, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I used to have a huge problem when I was little and my
Let's see.
autism was more severe, where I would just take so many medical.
Okay, yeah, it's ready to come out now.
Cause so much trouble.
Wait. There it is. Okay, so push in to the side, and then it releases.
All right.
So
What's happening?
there it is. There's a
Awesome.
graphics card from
Hard time removing it, this drive
when?
in.
How old is this
So what's
thing?
happening in
How old is
trouble?
it?
2000, probably like 5 or 6.
Why is
That's
it
how
low?
old?
Oh.
Wait,
AMD.
I think I know.
What's it catching?
Wow.
There it is.
Um,
Probably run Minecraft
I
on
don't know.
So
Listen to that. Listen.
RAM sticks. We have.
The way you do it, just
This one
push.
comes with a hard drive. This one has.
So for the RAM sticks, do we just push these down?
Yeah, you push it.
It's starting to wiggle, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah. Just evenly do it in a crisscross motion.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. I think that's everything.
These wires are in the way of the screwdriver.
Well, then unplug them. Where?
Guys, the other thing too, I don't know if Kevin mentioned this to you or not, but you can always take your phones out and take pictures before you do something.
That's right.
Did you mention that, Kevin?
That's right. No, I did not mention that.
Yeah, this is a real, this is probably the one big time in your life where I'm gonna say, take your phones out, and I encourage you to do it.
Yeah, take pictures.
Take pictures.
Yeah, if you're gonna disassemble something, make sure that you take pictures of each step and what part you move, and make sure you keep track of where you put that part. Because different screws might go into different places with different slots, different purposes. It might look the same, but if it's the wrong one, you could short your motherboard and kill your computer.
No pressure.
No,
We are supposed to take the fan out, right?
you take everything out you can, and then put it back together. So again, these ones. So, you see this little tab here?
It's not really simple, Kev.
Yeah, you should be able to just push into it. This one's in the
What happens if we don't finish it all?
Then you can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm already getting my arms moving.
Yeah, so it's got a
This thing is a pain in my ass.
Hello?
It's very tiny.
Like this won't come off.
Trust me, newer ones are not this bad.
So for the fan right here, Benny.
Okay.
So I already, unscrewed it and everything.
Yeah.
But
what are you
my
trying to do?
This little tab here.
so it's attached to the motherboard right here,
Uh-huh.
like it's plugged in. And I'm
The
just
question you have to ask yourself is one thing. You know where it's attached to,
yes.
and you're welcome to take pictures, because again, once you take that thing off, you're not gonna probably remember
So
where
it
it is.
clicks in.
So if you come out there and you say, hey, and you take your phone out and you do that, then at least you know where it's gonna go to. But the thing you have to ask yourself first is there a tab on that that's keeping it locked on there, or does it just need some wiggling because it's been on there for 10 years?
Because these are pins.
So you have to look closely at that part to say, do you see any kind of a locking tab? And sometimes what I do is I put my fingers around it.
I mean, I do
just to
feel
feel.
something that feels like, it's like a lever or like
Okay.
but it's like right here on this side.
Also,
On that side, okay.
Yeah. Give it a feel. You feel it?
yeah.
Feel a little bit. So if I see that little feel there with it, right?
Hmm?
And if I then give it a little bit of
See
wiggle,
this little lever here on the side?
Like basil.
Yeah, you pull it. Like that, to the side, to the left.
Oh, it's almost there.
the other thing too you can do too sometimes is you can take the magnifier out on your phone.
Hmm?
And then you can safely take it out. Be careful not to touch the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Again,
Of course, that's.
always touch the
Uh-oh.
side.
I'm
So
trying
then
Excuse me?
you
to
gently set it
unscrew
down.
the fan here,
I
Mhm.
unscrewed
These
it.
are,
but
in all honesty,
Okay.
tough as nails, but you still just want to be
Excuse me,
careful.
Mr. Benny.
Hang on, she's talking. She's talking. Go ahead.
these colorful wires here, they
Good stuff.
won't move enough for me to screw to get to that, for the screwdriver to get to that last screw.
You gotta find a way to move it around to get to that point. To it.
But I've got it unscrewed.
Alright, so we're looking at this one. This one right here, which my fingers.
Okay.
So it
Let's
appears
remove the front panel for this.
that there is that tab
Yeah.
that locks and holds it.
And then it slides out the front. Yeah.
I had no idea your phone can go that
I
close.
forgot to
Oh, yeah.
screw it back in.
And one other thing you can do too, even if you don't want to magnify because my hands are in the way, just take the
Power.
picture out and zoom in like crazy with it, right? And then you
Mhm.
can always
Then
turn
it slides out
around
the front.
and look at this and say, okay, so what am I looking at doing here? Those 4 wires got to be into the thing properly,
Mm.
and then
Okay.
you look around to see
Um,
how would that come. This to me looks like it's either something that could be pressed in
oh.
or pulled out. My first guess would be pressing it in.
Excuse me, Mr. Kevin?
Give me a second.
Yes.
I just finished
Okay.
unscrewing it, but it's still stuck because of the
See,
wire.
so I just push the tab in.
Yep. So it's a push.
It's a push. So see that thing, and you look at it close, now you feel it.
Hmm?
See the tab?
Yeah.
Press the tab on this thing here. See the tab here? See the connector?
Okay.
That's the push.
Alright.
So that's how you can kind of tell by that. So pushing it in.
There's 2 tabs on the side. I don't think those come out.
What's up,
I've
Gavin?
already unscrewed this, but I can't
So what do you
put
guys
it
do?
down somewhere because of the wires.
So you guys disconnect the wire. Yeah. Just the same thing that Jose just did.
Well,
It's
I'll
on
make sure. Wait,
So we're just looking at this. This is his blown up. See that tab here, Gabby? Look at my phone. That tab, you gotta push that tab in.
Yep.
And she knows that
Squeeze it, and then lift it. Squeeze.
So for the for CPU, do I just
Yeah, gently
See on this
lift
side
it
here
up
with
by
it,
its
this little
sides
piece
and then
there,
take
you
it out.
Push that in, and then you're gonna lift it up.
Yep.
Going home with by permission.
Let me see. Yeah.
And I talked to her.
Oh
See the little
wow.
tab? You gotta take your finger on there, and you're gonna squeeze the top of that
How did you?
tab.
Oh,
And
okay.
then lift
I'm not
it
gonna
up.
question
I
it.
just grabbed
See, I
it
just
by
did it?
here.
I just
I don't got
disconnect
nails,
them
so
and
that's
put it
the
back on.
issue.
You don't need nails. I don't have nails either.
Take your finger, squeeze the tab.
So
Don't rip
let's
it, but
see.
just
After that, you
pinch
just
it
slide it
and then lift
down.
it.
Again, be careful not to push or jab in anything in
Take your
there.
fingers.
So again, we have this.
Take
We
these
have
fingers
this.
here, these 2
We have
fingers
these
here.
SATA cables.
And you're gonna pinch.
We have these
the top of the
drives.
wire.
We have
Pinch
this
it,
hard
and then
disk.
Hmm?
And if you want, let me
Come up a
see.
little higher on the wire.
So these rubber gaskets you can't
Let
really
me show you
remove
again.
without,
I'm gonna disconnect
ripping
it,
them
I'm
out.
gonna
So
show
you
you
can just
what this is.
disconnect this and then it'll be
See
fine.
this here?
So that
You're
can
taking
that
your
can stay.
finger and you're gonna
Alright.
pinch right
But
here.
it's tiny.
So we like completely dissecting it to a point where you gotta take the
You're gonna pinch
motherboard
this part
out.
there with it.
No, no, no.
Put it
no.
back
We don't,
on here.
we don't need to do that.
Oh, okay.
And then once
Kidding me.
What's up?
you do it, pinch the tab. You're going too low. Don't push so low. Come up here on the top, pinch right here. See my fingers?
No.
Oh yeah, sure. I don't wanna like, don't have,
Let me show you
I don't
something.
wanna like lose some kind of qualification for it and I have to.
Take a look at my pen.
like you, you know.
I want you to
can't
pinch.
it.
Look, right here. Pinch right here.
Like, I just wanna like.
Not too low.
do
You got it?
that, so,
A little higher.
alright,
Come up a
fine.
little higher. You're going down too low. Come up higher.
See, I can't pinch it. It's too
Hi,
tiny.
If I could do it, my hands are
Chuck me again.
my hands are 2 times bigger than yours. Look, I pinch this right here, and I'm even.
Going home early, doing, all my
See, I
See a little
can't
tab?
pinch it. My thumb is not big
Can.
enough.
Yes, you can.
I don't want you to show me again.
All right, so I'm gonna do it.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Or public, because that seems like I've seen like that I'm overstressing myself with.
Mr.
schedule,
Kevin,
work myself with
I need a break.
and giving, like,
Please
give me a second,
step
like,
out.
okay, she's out. Hey,
Nobody wants to see that behavior.
I wanna let you know because I'm working my schedule. So you want me to Jackie wants me to go actually set up but I don't think that's going to be possible.
It's
There's
also
a lot of things with them that we
to see what that tells you. Manual. Yes, I just showed it on the screen.
It's something that you're looking, you say like, pull it back, or like pinch it, whatever.
So,
Uh,
if you're working on a computer,
Nice.
or if you're assembling your own computer, the motherboard has to.
Alright, hold up.
Yeah, squeeze it, so now you try lifting it off now.
So what else are we taking out exactly? So far, we got the
Everything
CPU.
we can. So if we go to this, we just Google
Actually, no,
Optiplex
we don't have public
GX520
Going
reference guide. something like that, we'll find it. Remember to wash your hands when you're done with this.
I always do. If I can make up the floor. If I'm not like
That just pulls out.
Oh, this?
Yep.
because
Like right here?
Yep.
Okay,
so
something's
you
holding
want
it
to
down.
get your fingers close to it to get leverage, and then it pops out like that.
Ow.
Yeah. Same thing with this one, pop. So get your fingers close. Right, like this. Take your index finger here, and then take the rest of your fingers, and then just pull like that.
See that?
yeah.
See that? I'll put it right back down. So if I lift this tab up
Yep,
here,
you got it.
and I pull
There it is.
See how I started to pull that?
So this is SATA,
Do it.
this is for
Pull
data,
that out a little bit here.
and then
Yeah.
this is for power.
This will go here, right? And that will go there?
Yep.
Alright.
So this part should be easy. You grab these two tabs here,
Don't lift yet.
and then we can lift it, and then there's your hard disk.
There you go.
So there it goes. We set it down, and then it goes in just the same. Again, it has this little caddy that's, in this case, bolted in, so it can't be removed.
When I put that back on there, make sure you're not buttoning.
That'll be here. We don't need to do anything with that.
You can remove this is the main power cable for the motherboard,
Alright.
and we also have. This is for the front panel. As you can see here, all these wires, they connect to the front here. So all
Alright.
those USBs and the audio, they go there.
Got it, got it.
They may not. There might just be something in your open nothing really on with it. So and these are rivets here.
My back hurts.
Sometimes it's like
I don't know.
if it's here and it's not holding anything in, don't take it out.
But
You just make it more one thing.
take
Well, I got all covered here, and this, this.
They don't usually let us do it though.
Excuse me?
What do you think about that?
Wait, when you,
No.
That's the motherboard.
You gotta do all the pieces first. You can do that one last.
based off where it
We
is, it
have
seems
this
like
floppy
it's
drive
probably
and the other CD drive. See if you
Kind
can
of
take those out.
Okay, you label.
And then this one. I'm not so sure. Let's see.
You'll notice eventually once you start playing around with them.
Because
What
of
do
the
you
ribbon
think?
cable. I'm not sure if you can remove this fan assembly.
250 gigabytes. What would that be?
well,
What's measured in gigabytes?
I mean, long movies.
That's true, but what are they saved to?
Memory.
Partly, but not quite. Say it.
But if it did have one, it would look like this.
Excuse me, Mr. Kevin?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying,
This is a hard disk.
This is a place where the
I think about 3.5
The
inch.
DVDs are in here. This is
Format.
different. This is something that's
This is the
stored
data
to this
cable
device.
here,
What
the
is this
smaller
device?
one.
We don't
And
touch
this is
them
the
generally.
power cable here.
Hard drive.
Yep. that one. There's two of them because you can fit
Well,
two in
there
this
is a
one.
disc inside of here. It's just that it spins inside of this casing.
Okay.
It's a little tricky because it's rectangular in nature,
Just slide.
but there's a disc, it's in here, and you can see that's the spindle.
Okay.
That's how it spins around, so you can imagine a circle. This is the controller and the arm that kind of writes to that part, but this is all sealed.
All things considered, I think I've done fairly well considering
I
that
think
in the
it's
last
just
20
because
minutes
it's
I
a
got
slightly different caddy, it's not gonna
Screwdriver.
it swings out.
take it.
All the screws, but then where the parts that are in the screws, you can see that RAM stuck into the
Excuse me, Jose?
card.
No, it does.
Hmm?
Take your phone out.
I found the CPU in, but how do I take it out?
Well, it's simple. You just simply
Otherwise, I won't remember it, and you're not gonna know.
gotta do that, like a mouse trap. Boom.
Yeah, so it just slides in. Boom, so let me show you on this one.
Be careful with the CPU. Don't grab from the other side. He said, okay.
Okay.
I just got the CPU out and the fan.
Again, be very careful with this. This is the most important part. Lay it gently.
That's
lay
the
it
brain of your
back.
computer.
Chip, like.
Yeah.
What's the last? Well, that's only.
You have these hard disks here.
Yeah.
You also have 2 more RAM sticks.
This, right?
Yeah. So let me see.
Benny.
Mm-hmm.
But how do I
You
remove it?
have to clean hard
You
drive.
unplug all the connectors.
Here, what?
Clean hard
Just have to
drive.
find where
I'm
they
sure we
are.
have some somewhere. We have to take a look for it.
You go directly into the
Okay.
hard disk.
What?
Yeah, there's two of them. One is data, the other is power. Mhm.
If you don't have a hard drive for this, we're gonna have to get one. Inside this closet is another activity you guys will be doing.
Okay.
There's a whole closet inside of there where we're
Yeah.
gonna be doing some stuff.
Yeah, you have the toolbox or some put it there to take out
Good idea
the
to unplug it
modules.
first.
Alright,
Toolkit?
now they are unplugged.
Did you have one with Kevin?
A screwdriver.
So this is the hard disk.
I need a
Oh, they're
screwdriver.
using that kit or no?
Huh?
They're using that kit or
Oh, I didn't even see this.
no? You're using one?
I guess not. If you need it.
Oh, he just needs one. If you already have yours, that's yours?
I mean, someone's currently using it. Someone's using my screwdriver.
The motherfucker,
So I gotta find another one.
If you know, that's fine.
you don't need.
Just gotta find another one as well, Benny.
I got one.
Yeah, but you should take out the other parts that are connected to it, like this fan here, which is still stuck in.
Thank
And
you.
you also have these RAM sticks here, and it's still connected to the power supply. So you still have parts that are still in it. You still have to unplug it.
Just be ready for tomorrow? You ready for tomorrow?
Yes. This is filthy, be very careful.
Maybe.
Yes.
It's already on your hands. So, take out the CPU. Yep.
No, that won't work.
It's a latch. You have to undo the latch.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Again, put pressure in there. Yes, pull it.
Do I have no more stuff to take out?
Excuse me?
But you said just pull it. You
Yeah,
didn't say
on
which
to the
direction.
side.
It's-
You see this?
Yes.
It's set off to the side. You put.
Okay, what is it?
Is that the last one I had to remove or no? I
Well-
found all four of the top cords. Do I have to remove the bottom one from here?
I mean, remove the RAM
You
sticks.
said- You didn't say pull it up, you just said pull
Yeah,
it, so I
pull
didn't
it
know what
on the side.
direction.
There's this little
Gabby.
lever
I can't
here
find them.
that holds it in place.
I'm getting it jump.
The RAM sticks are right here.
I already took them out earlier because I didn't know because I was impatient about unscrewing this.
Wait,
Just lay out.
where'd you
I
get
took
these?
these out first. Then I tried my patience to get removed this. I was frustrated at removing that, and then I tried to remove the CPU, and then I removed these.
So.
Okay,
again,
now remove the hard disk.
Okay, those are the
I just
pins.
need to find where it
So,
would be.
these pins.
I'm not familiar with the insides of
directly
CPUs, all
to
right?
Every single one of these cells.
It's not even a CPU, it's a computer.
I'm not familiar with the inside of desktops, all right?
Otherwise, we're gonna be missing.
First of all, don't give me this attitude, alright? Second of all,
I saw
hard
this
disk will be
for a
here.
while now from this original.
Yeah.
Like, how would I unattach it?
Okay, yeah.
Actually, hold on.
So, see what else you can remove? So we have these cables here.
I am wrong, the hard disk is on that side. That should be easy to remove.
I can probably get this.
And then you also have this disk drive in the front.
Excuse me?
So again, you can't just pull it out.
Right,
You see this little tab
hard disk,
here?
right here.
Yes?
That needs to be pushed down for you to remove it.
Yeah, there you go.
'Cause
There you
that
go.
holds it in place.
Yay, you did it.
Wow. I'm gonna start putting stuff back together.
And then I have to remove this
Let me
one.
see.
And then I can remove this one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess. Which way do I put the RAM stick?
Let me see. So you can tell by the keys. So these are the pins that get inserted into it, and it has a specific key to it.
Which way do I go, left or right?
Well, it only goes in one way because it's offset. It's off to one side, so it'll only fit in one way. So let's see if you can remove. Wait. You can just tell by simply getting the stick,
What's the next thing I
letting
have
it
to
on
remove?
top, and not inserting it. So you can tell it's
That's what we're all trying to figure out.
Because there's this little notch right here that you can see.
That's what
Again,
I
it
know.
only goes in one way.
Five parts.
Before you do that,
I can't remember how many he introduced us with.
Let's see if you can get a little bit more. So we have this cable here.
Also, you're saying anything about yours. You have 2 other RAM sticks. Who didn't know that?
Floppy drive you can take out.
No, this counts as 1.
No,
2, 3, 4,
Gabby,
5.
listen. You have 2 other RAM sticks here. See?
These, how did you get them out?
It's simple. You simply push on these things down, and then boom, your RAM sticks.
Yeah, I just didn't remove them all. These are all the 4 RAM sticks, right?
Yep.
Now, is there anything else that needs to be removed before we place it? Reattaching?
So you have more cables that can be removed from the
These,
motherboard? Yeah. What is that one?
The sound chip?
Sound?
Audio?
Okay. Take a look at where it's going.
Connecting here.
Yeah. What is it connected to?
The motherboard?
No, this cable in particular. Where is this cable going?
Here.
Yeah. What is that?
The monitor?
That's
The
not.
power supply? See, I'm not familiar with CPUs.
That's not as.
Desktops.
We're getting everything from the Give me 1 second.
Yes, I'm always mixing things up.
Okay.
And I'm always rushing.
This.
This is the CPU.
This is the CPU. This big green board. That's the motherboard.
Yes, it is the motherboard.
Or system board.
System board.
This cable, it's called SATA.
SATA.
And it connects data. So it's usually,
Connecting to data.
yeah, it's usually for disk
The
drives,
disk drives.
which is for CDs and DVDs,
Yeah.
and hard drives,
Hard drives.
such as a hard disk drive or a solid state drive. We don't have one.
Oh, there it is.
So there is also, for SATA devices, there is a power as well that will connect to it. So you can simply unplug it. So we have this here. This can come out, and it comes out of the front.
Yes, but anything else?
Let's see.
What about this part?
That's the main power cable to the motherboard.
And these?
Those are the data cables we were just talking about.
And this?
What do you mean? That's just a slot.
I don't see anything else. What about up here?
Yeah, you can take this out. There's a screw holding it in.
Right there.
This screw is not.
So, if we wanted to move it and take this, we just pull it down, and then we can take it out.
What's holding this in?
So this is just to hold it in, so it doesn't fly out.
Okay.
So you can just take this screw, remove it. Let me see if this is easy. Okay. So you can do something like this, and then unscrew it, and you should be able to take it out.
Well, we're not really.
Sam, can I borrow your screwdriver, please?
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's how it clicks.
Yeah, that's how it stays in, but we're removing everything and then putting it back together.
Anything else?
You have more pieces that are connected to it. So like this, for example, this is a switch for the chassis. This, we have these connections.
You can take it
too.
back.
We have this, we have this. We have this pin here. We have the motherboard itself that we can take out as well.
We're not really doing everything just yet.
Yeah, we're doing everything.
Give that.
Look, I have to
I might
read it.
not.
Make sure you put it in a place where you know where it goes, and remember. So you can put it off to the side,
Yeah.
outside of the box.
I gotta get my stuff down.
Hey, Kev.
I'll make drive to
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I don't know what's holding this one in. I screwed this one, but it's
I
not.
think I have like 10
Let me
minutes
see.
until I have to go.
I know I have to get going. I have Miss Nunes at 5.
Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. There's a screw on the other side. Let me see if we can get to it.
I don't think we can.
Cannot remove that
Okay, we
panel.
don't want to lose these. These are some
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
don't want to lose.
Yep, yep,
Where
yep.
did that one go? It's right here.
Let me see. Yeah, there's one on the side. Maybe we can just push it. Okay, so I just realized this front panel is pretty much all just for show. We can take it off. Let me see. If there's anything holding it in. Nope. Okay, so these little pull tabs here. This tab. This tab.
Mr. Kevin,
This tab.
this one seems unplugged. Is it?
And
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's unplugged.
We need to put it back
Alright,
in
go.
afterwards.
So,
yeah.
thank you.
So I don't know
Take care,
where.
Alex.
So I don't know where to continue.
Anything that you see that's directly on the motherboard. Again, I went through all of these different steps.
How do I even remove this anymore?
Okay, I just went over this with you. So, there's a pull tab here. You need to push that in order for it to be removed. Otherwise, it stays secure to it.
Like I can't find it.
It's right there. It's right where your finger is. You just push in. Yeah, a little lower. Yeah. Okay. This tab, where the tongue
My
is,
thumb is way smaller.
you,
My hands are not tight.
all you have to do is grab it by this pin here. You should be able to feel it. It's near the front where the wires are.
Well, I can't seem to fudge it. It's
Yeah.
my thumb.
That's because it's locked in. So you need to push down that mechanism for it to be unlocked so you can release
For a
it.
second.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's not going to do you any good and you're going to rip it out of the
Well,
motherboard.
I really can't pull it.
So, you're not supposed to. There is a pull tab right here. There's a you push it in.
I just can't push it
Okay.
in.
You hear it? Okay. Search along the top of your finger. Okay. You feel that little nub? Push it in. Yeah. Right there. So that's what you need to do in order to remove it. Push it in and then pull up.
Wait, if you
You
say-
can use your
if you
thumb.
say yes here,
Use
then
your
you have to
additional
do
fingers.
everything.
Okay, if you have to strain that much,
Probably fill this in.
then you're still not doing it correctly.
I can't see where my finger is at.
Okay. Can you see the little tab here?
Yes.
Yeah, you're supposed to push that in and then remove it. Okay, let me show you one more time. This pull tab in the back.
I just can't see it.
If you need a magnifying glass, I can get it for you.
My thumb is not thick as yours.
It doesn't matter, you can still remove it just fine. So again, that tooth is holding it in. It's gonna keep biting until you push it so it releases. It's like a snake's jaws, you know? Until it gets pushed down on the opposite hinge, it's gonna stay clamped into it.
My hand is so red. Look at my thumb. It's so red.
What do you think we're all going through?
How do I unplug the, what is this, the hard drive?
Like I really feel
That's
like
a
giving up.
Give me 1 second. So that's the floppy disk reader. You can unplug it first. So this is the power.
I don't want to like tear it out because it looks like it has to be pushed.
No, you don't push it in because it can't be pushed in. There's not enough room because they designed it so that this power supply stays here in this corner, and then it's supposed to be pushed out the
Jose,
front.
Hello.
The way that we do
I
that.
can't pull it out.
Alright, so do I like pull it out?
I'm sorry.
No. You can remove the cables first here.
Oh, so you gotta put it on.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing earlier.
This one's, again, you want to get as close
But I
as you
want
can.
help.
Might take a little bit of effort, but after that, you're fine.
Gabby, I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Okay. So one more
My
time.
thumb is my fingers are hurting.
Go wash your hands. Go stretch.
Go
do
take a
whatever you
break.
need
Just
to.
But I want to
Go take a
get
break.
it out now.
go take a break, please.
So I'm trying to tell you. Let's just stop putting in so much effort. Let's just take a look that were actually supposed to be done. So let me remove this for you. So it's easier to see.
Okay, you're still in here. How do I take you out?
Okay, so you see that little hitch right there? Yeah. So on the end, you're supposed to push it in so that tooth can be released. So
but I'm pushing it upward.
Wait, let me show you. Like right there. That's what you're supposed to push in, and then you can safely remove it.
There we go.
So let me see.
Okay.
So you want to keep your fingers near it and then scrunch your fingers up. You don't want to start yanking your whole arm out.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not good at pulling small
No, you
things.
just use your fingers instead of using your whole arm.
Well, I was trying to use it. I mean, I just want to get it out easy.
Okay, well, it should remove fairly easy if you're doing it correctly.
I'm just stressed out right now.
I understand.
All of us are.
Ow.
So there are more pieces that can be removed from the motherboard as well as the motherboard itself from the case.
What about this?
Power supply, we don't touch the power supply. They don't need to do that.
Is there anything else that needs to be removed?
This CD drive here,
But I need a screw to release it.
you have one.
I just need to reach it.
It's right there.
That there?
Yep. Again. No, you're tightening it. You want to turn it to the left. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, okay? So, after you remove it, keep it on hand. You're going to put it back in, so you're going to need it. So keep track of it, okay?
So what to do now?
You take it out. So let me... You could just pull this down a little bit. It's going to fall in. Let's see. No, it can't be unscrewed. It's okay. Give me 1 second. So I can just okay. I'll get it. Just give me 1 second. You could just pull it out like this.
Yes.
There's nothing holding it in anymore, and there it is. Give me 1 second, because I gotta get the tweezers.
Well, everything else because it looks like
Let me see.
a size of the box.
Take out the cables. Keep track of what they are. What do you mean? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. So this is. So that's front panel. I don't think you can. I wouldn't do it. What happened?
It came out.
Okay, good. It's just as long as it doesn't like rip the whole like slot along with it. So this is another way. Yeah. You can. So we have this little tab here. It opens, and it's just used to hold the wires in. So we can take that, move it out of the way. Take this.
I got it.
Okay.
Look at that, see?
Yeah. So again, keep track of it. We'll just put it on there so you can. And then we have a couple more pieces to put. What? What is that? I don't know what that is. Let me put this down and lock it.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
This one I can remove.
Yeah. Okay. And then we put it off to the side.
And this one.
Yep. Again, it's the same deal with that other cable you were having trouble with. It has a tooth that keeps it in place so that it's not easily removed.
Got it.
Yeah.
There it is. Same thing with this.
That's the wire here.
Samuel, need help?
No, I'm good, Okay.
So again, you don't want to pull by the wires, you just want to grab it by that little notch there, and then that, easy as pie. You see this little tooth? Okay, so if you see it, you know how it pushes in, so that there's this clamp here,
I
it
just
bites
don't hear
into
it.
it. This one is smaller, so you don't.
Yeah. Anything else?
The motherboard.
How do we remove a whole thing?
Hands again,
So
sweaty.
there's 9 screws typically that'll hold the motherboard into the case. We also have this connector here. Let's see. So let's see. 1, and then we have 2, 3,
Can we try and
4,
finish everything tomorrow?
5. Yep.
My mom's supposed to be here
6,
soon.
7, 8, and then it uses this
So
central
can I
pipe here.
please go wash my hands and go downstairs?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna leave it all in
Come on. Yeah, please be careful with this. It was working. Let's keep it working. You need to,
So wait, so remove the motherboard, right?
if you can, but first you have to remove all the connections to it first. So you have this, you have this, you have this, and you have this panel here on the side, so the front panel buttons.
Okay.
It should remove pretty easily. Like I said, there's that little push button right there. Holds it in place. You can't remove it unless you push it in. So you see this little tab here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be pushed in.
Okay.
You can feel it. It's a thing that goes up and down on it. So see if you can just push down on it,
All right.
and then you should be able to easily remove it.
Okay, push it down.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.
Mr. Kevin, I'm really sorry if I gone bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting tired.
Okay. Everyone.
See, hopefully we can
Okay,
hopefully
you're
we
pulling
can finish
Okay, so if
extracting
you
the
have
mother.
to force things out,
Excuse me.
you're gonna rip it.
Hopefully we
Okay.
can finish extracting and hopefully get
Okay,
a little
yeah.
bit of it done tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Again, let me just show you. You don't wanna pull by the wires.
Okay.
You wanna pull by the thing that goes into the wires here. So again, let me just take it out just to show you.
Okay.
So it was the same deal as this connector here. Where is it? Okay. You see it?
Yeah.
There's this tooth. It
Yes.
holds it in.
Okay.
Okay? Otherwise, it stays in there and latches on and it won't let go. So it forks into it.
Okay.
Unless it's released, it's gonna stay in there.
Okay.
So again, you just have to push it in. Here. And then that's it. Easy as fun. You shouldn't have to push it. So again, it's the same deal. You have this little push button here, and then it releases it once you push it in. And it should come out very easily.
Okay.
Yeah. Do the
Hey,
same
Kev,
thing
good
with
question.
The connections and the motherboard, and there should be 8 or 9 screws.
Okay.
Yeah?
Does this come off by any chance?
I wouldn't want to remove it.
Hmm.
Let me see. Probably. Well, yeah, you could here, and
There's no screw there on that side.
there's probably one other one. Nope, that's it. Okay. I see one there. It's more of like for the case. Yeah, that's the only screw that's holding it in. So you could do that, but you don't need to, really.
Alright.
I wouldn't advise it. But you can remove everything else. So, except for the power supply. Please don't touch the power supply. You might kill yourself. Because, again, there's still power going through this.
Even when it's unplugged.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it could still shock you and hurt you pretty bad, if not kill you. So, again, there's capacitors in there. They hold a lot of electricity.
I don't plan on dying young.
No. I don't think anyone does. So, you should have everything removed. This. for
I've
the
been trying to grab that out, but fingers keep slipping.
Let me see. Again, it's the same kind of deal as, where is it? This. Again, until you push this in, it's gonna once it slides into that slot, it's going to stay grabbed in. So until you push this in and slide it out, it's going to keep grabbed in like a tooth. Let's see.
Yeah, I can feel like, you know, somewhat coming out, but every time I lose my grip.
If you have to force it, you're doing it wrong. So again, like this little tooth here, that's all you have to grab. And you might be grabbing a part of the pin assembly here, thinking that it's part of this, and you might be trying to rip this out along with it, which if you do that, it's not very good.
All right.
So then there should be 1, 2, 3. Let's see what else. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. So after that, you can remove the motherboard, and then you're fine from there.
So everything else has been unplugged, so the motherboard is good to come off, right?
Let me see. Not this.
Oh,
So this is the, let me see what this is. This is a speaker? No. This is to see if someone ripped off the front panel. It's an alarm system. So first time you turn it on, it's probably just going to yell at you. Saying, someone tampered with me. I have been violated. I won't work anymore. Gotcha. So let's see. Yeah, then you should be fine from there.
Alright, so how many times do I want to unscrew? Because I don't want to, you know, mess up anything here.
So there's one more thing that I need to tell you.
Alright.
So the screws that go into the motherboard are prefaced by, well, you can't see it here because of this side panel, but there are these things called headers, and it's a certain non-conductive socket that the screw will go into so that it doesn't short the motherboard.
Alright.
If you get a case, they'll come pre-installed, and you should be able to see them. And all they do is, again, to just prevent the motherboard from shorting out, to create contact with the case. So
right.
That's that purpose. So if you ever wanted to build your own PC, we're learning things, huh?
Yeah.
You ever want to build your own PC?
I mean, I still got my index that don't work with my, you know, current one.
Oh, I guess you gotta go build a new one or upgrade what you have.
I've been thinking about maybe upgrading.
What do you have?
I have a Predator. That's what it's called. It has an RTX 2060 graphics card.
It's pretty beefy. It should be fun.
Yeah, but for some reason, you know, the thing still won't be compatible.
I don't trust NVIDIA at all.
Yeah, it also uses NVIDIA as well.
I use AMD for everything, but generally better compatible. And also, the only reason that you would kind of want to go for RTX is for NVIDIA's ray tracing, which, if you don't care about that, then it's just like a performance loss in general. So you're better off going with the AMD chipsets. So something, you can get some really good value for certain kinds of cards nowadays because of the crash. You should, like, I was able to snag, let me see, what did I get? I got a 670, I think. What was it? But you know, send me your specs and I'll take a look at it to see. Because even if you do just swap out the graphics card, your CPU can be the bottleneck, if you know what that means.
Yeah, because I showed my friends online my CPU and said it's bad. It won't.
What do you have?
I gotta check again because they told me multiple times how.
Intel or AMD?
I have no idea, and these guys have told me multiple times what it was, and I keep forgetting.
Okay.
So I gotta really take notes about my computer.
So you can install this thing called Specky and it'll tell you.
Or I can always go to Task.
SPCCY.
Will Task Manager help me out figuring out what it is?
Task Manager?
Yeah, will that help me figure out what it is?
should tell you, yeah, for the CPU you have, yeah, it should tell you.
Alright.
I think. If not, then system properties will tell you.
How good are these RAM sticks, by the way?
Huh?
How good are these RAM sticks?
How good are they?
Yeah.
Good enough for it to be operable. Nothing more. Probably. I would have to look. So, which are yours?
Hmm?
Those ones?
These ones are mine.
Okay, so this says it says 2 gigabyte PC3, which means it's DDR3, and I see 10600.
Hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what the speed would be. Let me see. This is just like generic. Probably not very good, but it'll get the job done. Let me see. But if you do need to change your PC configuration, you can let me know. If you wanted to do the index, I don't know exactly what index needs, but
Well, I'll tell you, it needs a very strong PC.
I know that. I don't know the specifics. It is, let's see, 1,333 megahertz. 2 gigabytes. So, no, it's not very good. To put in perspective, you need 8 gigs pretty much nowadays to do anything. So this is running off of 4 gigs of RAM. And luckily they're the same. So 4 gigs of 1330.
I see.
So just to put in perspective, DDR4 for like a good speed is probably like 3060, which is roughly like at least twice as fast. Let me think. I forgot how the math works out, but either way. Also, one more thing. When you go to remove this motherboard, there is this cover plate that'll come along with it in the back. You should be able to see it. So you see this?
Yeah?
This is the cover plate. Normally it's just like bare bones if you don't have it.
Hmm?
Sometimes motherboards will come with their own sort of kind of cover plate if you slot it in, but normally if it's like a cheapo, you have this like stamped steel. If you touch the edges, it'll cut you kind of a deal.
Alright.
So like these edges here that are inside of the PC right now, will cut you and things like that. Other things that'll cut you would be like jagged parts of the case, like this part. Some of these walls might here, maybe they folded it over mostly, but like something like this maybe, something these parts especially, like these little slots that are like the breakout slots, that will probably get you maybe. But this one looks not bad. It's not bad at all.
Maybe I'm being careful so far. Also, these screws are...
Left of this one. Okay, so if that's happening, if it's slipping, then that means it's not big enough. You need something different.
I mean, they're the
For a
same,
different head.
they're the same screws.
Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. It's not... There's a little bit of wiggle room, you see? So it's not the best fit. Let me see. This one, maybe? Maybe this one would do me better. That's worse. Let me see. What does this say? PZ0 Husky, and this one says PZ1. So I assume it's slightly bigger, and it is. So, probably one of these ones. Maybe. Maybe you might be able to get away with this one. Not the greatest, but maybe this one. Maybe it'll be easier with this one. Maybe. Don't know. Nope. Oops. Let's see. Maybe this one? What does this one say? PH0. This help. Doesn't really help that much. Let me just grab these, see which one will help. Side by side. Probably this one. Yeah, that's better. And then this one. This probably won't be any good. So this one's. Try this one and see if it's better. So that there's no slipping.
You say left or right?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Right.
Okay, so you see this swivel here?
Yeah.
So you can push it in and then turn it. So let's see here. Perfectly, we want it straight down. So that'll do it.
Just the angle is just, you know.
There you go.
You got it?
Yeah. It's a little bit of a pain, but it'll do it. Just as long as you push into it and don't let it slip. Because otherwise it'll strip. Okay?
Mm.
So there it is. I don't think it's actually the same. Like economically it would make sense, but maybe. That's the same.
They're all the same.
Okay, well, that makes it easier. Sometimes there'll be different sizes depending on who the case manufacturer is. Love your ball. If you want to leave, you can go ahead. You're good for now.
I just want to.
Now the hard part is putting it back together.
This.
Alex Bishop. Alex Bishop.
Alright, got it loose, Kevin. Yeah, I got the motherboard out. Well, kind of. We got a bit of a problem right here.
What's the problem?
We got one thing attached right here.
Where? What? Oh, yeah, you can just unpull that one. I think this is for the front panel.
Just caught my eye while I was trying to remove it.
There's no tab for that one, it just pulls out.
Oh, okay.
You should be able to take it out. Can I see? Okay, that's good enough. Put it back in. And you're good to go, honestly. Because normally you don't need to remove motherboards and things like that, but you should be aware of what the screws were and where they go. So that's fine enough.
Alright.
Fine and dandy, just make sure it lines up, because again, there are slots for each of these different ones. So if we just take a quick look here, yeah, so you'll see those little bevels in the case where the holes go.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's where they screw on
Hmm.
in.
Well, this is gonna be fun for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let me just work this together.
Alright, I do have my screws right here. They're all separate, so I can tell which one goes to which.
Good.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you take it easy, Kevin.
You too.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Mm.
Put it back?
Well, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Okay, it's all taken apart?
Everything's dismantled, basically. Everything's out.
Okay.
Even motherboard.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good, you're looking good on that part. I like what you see.
Alright.
So,
It's gonna be
let's
fun.
get it tomorrow and hope the power's up.
Yeah.
Alright?
Alright, take care.
Take it easy.
Can you find out the first and last name?
Alright guys, this was another episode. I hope you guys take care. Let me know if you guys are interested in this stuff. If not, then well, I'll stop, I guess. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.